this one. It's the USC Trojans and the Arkansas Razorbacks. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you, and Tommy Rowe is down on the sideline.
Catching up with the Trojans head coach before the game. This is a concerning crowd. You know, every time we're here, it's one of the best atmospheres in all of college football. The coach said they will have to communicate at a high level. They have worked with crowd noise all week at practice. We'll see if it pays off here today. Back to you.
Thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. And the Trojans will kick off first, and here we go. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Inside, it's Russell. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30. The Razorbacks moving quickly to the line. The play fake. Out wide left, it's Russell. They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Just a little too eager there, and they'll back up 5, and it's 1st and 15. Tells the run, wants to pass. They're all over him. Turns it upfield. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Jackson gonna throw it. He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive.
Oh, that hit him in a bad spot, right in the hands. Great play. You still get a pass breakup, but, man, that could have been an interception by the defender there. Nice break on the football, but secure that big fella and get the 6. Get the pick 6.
Looking for the edge. Now the pitch. And he's swallowed up immediately. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Offense trying to catch them napping. Looks as if they'll go for it on 4th down. Off play action. Flush to the left. There he goes. He gets it past the stick. Slides to avoid the hit, and the drive stays alive with a 4th down conversion.
Man-to-man coverage is a great opportunity for scrambling quarterbacks to take off and run, because everybody on defense who's covering has their backs turned to the quarterback, obviously, because they're chasing an intended receiver or target. So good job that time by the quarterback knowing, I've got man coverage. If it's not open, I can take off and go make something positive happen.
They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. They've got him looking run, but they're going to throw it. Fires to the right. Good coverage to knock that pass away.
Yeah, and a really good job by the defender understanding the ball's coming. I got to break on it and go, and not try to intercept it and make a bad play. He swats it down and makes sure that's an incompletion.
8th play on this opening drive coming up, and they need a 3rd down conversion. Extending the play. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Right on target this time. That'll be enough for the 1st down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line.
Coming into this game, if they throw completions and get 1st downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast. You're seeing it here.
Selling the run, but he wants to throw it. Here comes the heat. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
How about that? That's already the third target this guy has had on the opening drive of the game. He is a big factor for their success throwing the football. He's got to win the matchups. Even though that one goes incomplete, they got to keep throwing him the ball.
4 wide out set, 2 on either side on 2nd and 10. Jackson will throw. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. He's going to take off. Oh, he's got some space. He's stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11.
That time the defense was in man coverage. There was nobody watching the quarterback, so when he took off to scramble, nobody home to make a tackle right away, and he shows you the athleticism, he shows you the speed, and also shows you great decision-making.
Makes the grab. So close to that end zone. He can almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense.
As so many offensive coordinators script those first 10 to 15 plays. Well, his has been gold. Great first drive, moving the ball down the field, now set up to punch it in. A 1st and goal situation. Opening drive masterpiece.
Well, you obviously want to get your receivers the football down here in the red zone, but it's tough to throw it to them because the windows are so small. So I like the idea, handing it off to that guy and seeing if he can do something with the speed.
He'll toss it. Touchdown, Arkansas! Great job by the back on the option.
Well, they wanted to turn the page after losing their last game, so how about you come out in this one? On the opening drive, you march the field 75 yards and put 6 on the board. You can't start a game better than that.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. That is what they mean when they say ball control. A 14-play touchdown drive. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. And no chance at a return. Here they'll start this drive at their own 25. From the gun, it's Jordan. Runs ahead and powers his way from 4 yards out to the 30.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. You just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for him.
Now on the counter. All over him immediately.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Right side, it's Mosley.
How good has this defense been coming in? They've had a plan for this receiver. He's one of the fastest guys in all of college football, but he has just not been able.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Got to make the play on 4th. At the 45 on his way. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the 1st down before he steps out of bounds.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
Left side, it's Mosley. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Southern Cal. Made the grab and took it on in for the score. Timing and better execution, that is just what a quarterback and wide receiver need.
And it's timing, it's route running, right? You got to be precise. You got to know exactly what yard you're running through. The quarterback receiver on the same page. That's why you get the touchdown.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He'll be out of bounds at the 36-yard line after a solid return. They'll put it in play from the 36 for the first play of the drive. Sells the run, looking to pass. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
Well, this guy shot out of the cannon. 2 catches on the opening drive, and finally going back to him again. This time, they don't hook up, but he's a guy that needs to touch the football often, and I think this offense has to keep trying to find ways to get him involved.
Got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose. It'll be 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Jackson gonna throw it. Escapes the pressure to his right. Trying to find some running room, but there was none to be had, and he's well short. It'll be 4th and 5. Offense staying on the field there and hurry up, looking as if they'll go on 4th. Needs it here on 4th down. On the move. Trying to escape and get it himself. He slides past the 1st down marker and picks it up on 4th. And the Razorbacks are in the hurry up.
It just must be so nice to be such a good athlete and to realize 4th down, I want to pass the football, nobody open, I got this. I can take off, I trust myself, and he gets the 1st down. And these are the ones that just frustrate, annoy defenses by 4th down on your own side of the field, and he just took matters into his own hands.
The Razorbacks have this offense rolling. Right back to the well. Breaks into the open. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down. And the Razorbacks pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Tells the play fake, wants to throw on 1st down. Unleashes one deep. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
And sometimes as a quarterback, man, you're sitting on that sideline and you watch the other guy go out and just deal, right? And put together a drive, score a touchdown, and you want to come out and you want to answer and you want to be aggressive. And sometimes you take shots, sometimes you force things. So I would recommend to him, just stay within the offense, take what the defense gives you, don't be too aggressive.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him, just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. That pass is incomplete, but this has been a period in which the offenses have shined. That 1st quarter set the standard, and we hope we get a lot more of that here in the 2nd. Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. Snaps it, and he has to have it. Moving out to the right. Can't make the catch, and the defense will force the turnover on downs.
Love the coverage on defense there. 4th down. They were ready for the pass, and you saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play, and now their offense is coming on the field.
Here comes the USC offense to get this drive underway. Hits the hole. It's Jordan. They put the brakes on him.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. Hey, no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get into the ground. That is a ball.
Back to throw. It's Mayaba. Maybe an ill-advised throw there into the middle of the field, and it's knocked down and incomplete.
And you want the interception on defense, but most of the time coaches are preaching, knock the ball down, knock the ball down. It's not because they can't catch. Catch well, but the defender's main job has to be separating that ball from the wide receiver, and usually that requires knocking that thing down as the wide receiver's trying to catch it.
He navigates some traffic, steps out of bounds at the 27 as this offense tries to get something going. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. Snaps it, and he has to have it. Dragged to the ground, but not before. He's has converted the fourth down to keep the drive going.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's fourth down. You're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Handoff again. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a third down and short. Right at the line. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44.
And the offense runs the football, and they get the first down. And you kind of get the feeling they've already gone for it on fourth down once. Like, they're going to do it again. And that just puts so much pressure on a defense. Like, to play an extra snap over and over again is really, really difficult. This offense appears to be in an aggressive mode.
Moving the pocket, it's Mayava. Buying time to his right. Rolling right and going deep. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum.
It's really hard when that quarterback gets outside the pocket because it cuts off half of the field. Once it starts to roll out, everybody starts to sprint to the other side of the field. They're not going to throw a posture body going to the right. Great job on the defense closing it off and making the interception.
Looking to the big tight end. Got it in the middle. It's Pratt. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down. Tells to run, wants to pass. Stepping to the right. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46.
These guys aren't human. I mean, they got to survey the field, throw the football, make deep passes, and then guess what else? They pull the ball down, take off, and make big chunks of plays on the ground. It's just impossible to be on defense nowadays.
Drops back on first down. Buying a little time to his left. At the 35, he's got room. Flies to the ground, picks up the first down, and avoids the hit. The Razorbacks in the hurry up. Straight ahead, it's Smith. Turning it on. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Razorbacks. And they add 6 more to the Reds into the house. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And he capped it off with a 27-yard touchdown run. On the run from inside his own 5. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. The guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Finds his target. Still running at the 40. He's brought down, stopped right at the 50-yard line. That's quite a start to a drive, and now they'll snap it from midfield. Looking downfield, it's Mayava. Got it. At the 40, there he goes. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
The Trojans with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Looking to throw again. Out wide left, it's Bowman. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, USC!
Man, this guy is an elite tight end. This guy is a dude. He keeps making plays like this. We're going to start comparing him to Brock Bowers and Kyle Pitts. The run after the catch, the big body, the athletic ability. He has it all.
And he added the extra point. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. On the run, it's Russell. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. And the Razorbacks want to crank the tempo. Play action on first down. Even dating to the days when they ran the option, Arkansas has always been built around the ground game.
It makes Jerry Jones happy, huh? Noted Arkansas fan, always talking about the Hogs, his Hogs. And this team is always built on that physicality, built on that toughness.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Jackson will throw. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
After the second down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. He'll toss it. Here's some daylight. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage. They tried to fool him with the run on 3rd down, and they're looking at 4th and plenty of work to do. Wide receiver going in motion. Sells to fake. Moving to his left. Throws to the tight end. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. Knocked down, but he's got enough to move the chains and convert that 4th down. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
He just couldn't hold his water long enough at the line of scrimmage. It'll be a penalty. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move him back. You give away 5 like that, it's hard enough to make first downs. 1st and 15 here. Snap in the shotgun. Fires to the wideout. Out wide right, it's Hawkins. And he's dragged down. They'll mark it at the 19. Into the red zone, it'll be first down.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense. Coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown. But you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
Headed to the end zone. And he's in. Pounded his way in for the score. Touchdown, Arkansas. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And they finished it off with an exclamation point, running it in from the 19. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wants to throw. It's Mayava. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Pressure affects quarterbacks, and this guy's one of the best in the nation. I don't care how talented you are, but if you're being hit, you're not going to throw completions.
Back to pass on second down. Right side, it's Mosley. There he goes. He's down to the 38-yard line, and they can stop the clock.
And offensively, I love running these drag routes. I mean, these are the routes that, whether it's zone, whether it's man, they're so successful. It's just about seeing what the defense is doing and getting it to them in open space. Nice job. The wide receiver has some space after the catch, able to go make extra yards. Nice pitch and catch.
He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw, too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
Back to throw, time running short in the half. He'll get rid of it. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage.
And we talk to teams week after week and quarterbacks and coaches, and what do they always say, man? Quarterback's best friend is a tight end. Well, that play right there, he wasn't his best friend. You don't see a lot of drops from him, but, man, he had an opportunity to catch that one.
On third down, he drops to throw. He's missed 3 in a row now with that last incompletion.
Well, I think on the last play, they didn't get it to the sticks. They were hoping he'd be able to make the catch, make a guy miss, and advance the football. But because they couldn't execute, now it's 4th and long.
Guys, look at this. Surprise. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th down. Snapped on 4th down. And that one falls incomplete. A huge stand by the defense.
And a good job by this defense. Early in the game, you want to set the tone. You want to set your offense up as much as you can. Here in the first half now, giving the ball back to them on their side of the field, shutting the 4th down conversion down, sending a message to this offense.
Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. He gets it down to the 30-yard line, and time is running short here in the first half. The Razorbacks take their first time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Lets it fly deep downfield. Throw to the end zone, picked off. Bringing it back.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Just enough time for one final play of the half. Off play action on 1st down. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, kind of the unofficial halfway point of the season. Week 8 and another exciting update from the EA Sports Desk. We start with Fresno State taking on the number 12 team, the TCU Horned Frogs.
From deep, it's Lockhart. And he loses the ball deep in his own end. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
And this kickoff here, they've got heat-seeking missiles running down the field with bad intentions. They hit that return man with authority, and that's what popped the ball loose.
Oh, he's got some space. Defense comes up with a stop, but not before he moves the chains and takes it inside the 10 to the 8.
This quarterback, man, looks like he's playing angry right now. He did not like that interception he threw the last time out on the field. You could see on the sidelines, guys. He could not wait to get back out there, and that time it was like he was running mad. I don't even know if he really wanted to throw that ball. He just wanted to take off, scramble, go get the first down.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Escapes the pressure going right. Couldn't quite hang on to that one, and this red zone defense came that close to forcing a turnover. 3rd down coming up.
Well, the defense is making some big plays here right up against their own goal line. They forced 2 straight incompletions, now setting up 3rd down. You're expecting pass again. Is this a situation where they're going to want to blitz, or do they stay back, play zone, and try to break on the ball?
Lets it go to the end zone. Intercepted, and that total goes to 16. Here comes the Trojan offense ready to go on the attack. Back to pass. It's Mayaba. Look out. It's picked off, and that's number 10. Down the Razorbacks. Took it all the way back to the house.
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
And the extra point is good for a 28-14 lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So we'll see this offense make its way out to start the drive. First play of this drive. Out wide right, it's Mosley. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9. Breaks into the open. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. And the Trojans, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. They'll ride the hot hand. He is snowed under, nowhere to go, and it'll be 2nd and long.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. That's exactly what happened.
Wants to go up top on 2nd down. Slides past the sticks, and he converts on 2nd and long. Great awareness on the scramble.
Well, you just get the feeling, too, that if they're going to claw their way back in this game, his legs are going to have to be a factor. What a great job scrambling that time. Nothing open. He didn't panic. He saw some green grass and was able to get outside, away from the defense, get upfield, pick up the first down. That play is going to help their momentum. They need more scramble plays like that from him.
The Trojans will snap it on 1st and 10. When they've got him looking run, now to pass. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play.
The bad news is it's incomplete, but the good news was the quarterback, I think, made the right decision that time, actually throwing it away. He's been burned a couple times early in this one with some picks in this game, and so that time, instead of trying to force the play and make something happen out of nothing, he just
intercepted for the 11th time. They'll stop him at the 37, and the defense comes up with a big pick. Jackson gonna throw it. Buys time to his left. Trying to make... Got room on the return. Hits the slide, got the first down with his feet. The Razorbacks want to move quickly.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket.
He's loose on the left. The 10. Touchdown, Arkansas. Oh, into the end zone, and this crowd was eating it up. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. And he takes this from inside the 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
He'll try to do it himself. Turning it on. And he slides down, and he got just enough to pick up the first down.
This has been a real fun game to call, guys, because we've got two quarterbacks that are getting it done on the ground. Both of these guys have had tremendous success. That time the defense wasn't in position. They weren't able to rally to him early enough, and you kind of get the feeling moving forward, whichever defense figures out the other running quarterback first, that's probably the team that wins.
And that was a nice throw by the QB. When you see that drag route coming across the field, how about putting the ball right on his numbers? Not high, not low, where he has to stop his momentum. Right on the numbers where he can catch it, keep running, and chew up some yards after the catch.
Taken down.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Scanning the field, it's Mayava. Incomplete. That one batted away at the line of scrimmage.
And he looks a little frazzled. And listen, I know he's been rushed and he's been hurried a little bit, but man, big mistakes. You know, 3 interceptions today. It's hard to win football games with your quarterback making mistakes. And right there, just careless, floating off the back foot. He's got to tighten up those details.
Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be 4th down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. The critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You've got to be able to make that play.
Trailing by multiple possessions in the 3rd and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on 4th down. Snapped in, he has to have it. Got his man. He's got enough for the 1st down, and he might get a few bonus yards if they call that a face mask. I'm not sure he knew he had the face mask there, tried to let it go in time, but couldn't. It's a penalty on the defense. So it's 1st and 10 after that costly defensive penalty on 4th down. Takes the handoff. It's Jordan. There he goes. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Trojans! And they take it in for 6 more points.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. Razorbacks offense set to begin this drive. Their lead now down to 14. Might feel a little game pressure on this drive. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Maybe a miscommunication. That one didn't have a chance.
I think the biggest issue in the passing game for this offense has been accuracy, right? The last time this guy took the field, he completed less than 50% of his throws, and you're seeing that again in this game. Just hasn't been able to put the ball where he wants it to go.
These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. And the Razorbacks want to pick up the tempo. Jackson will throw. Rush right in his face. They got him. Great pressure by this defense.
I know this defense feels like they missed some opportunities. Yeah, they had 2 sacks their last game out, but they feel like they left a bunch more out on the field, and they wanted to try to get to the quarterback in this game. That was finally the first time they registered a sack so far here. Curious to see how this pass rush looks the rest of the way.
This offense is completely confident in their ability to get 1 yard. They'll go for it on 4th down. Trying to get the corner. And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. He recovers the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, in this situation, the only offensive player who can advance the fumble is the guy who dropped it.
Well, the offense is coming off the field. They didn't have enough yards to get that 1st down anyway, but by putting it on the ground, they killed any shot of maintaining this drive, and now their defense has to take over in a sudden change situation.
Takes the grab on the left.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You can tell they were, and that's why they got the 1st down.
2nd down, gonna throw it. Rushes on. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously, so he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Lived to fight another down.
They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7.
And we always go back and we look like, what was the play of the game? Those moments that were so big, that was huge for this offense, man. Already trailing in the football game, 3rd down and long situation to get that conversion and now get 1st and goal. A chance to cut into this lead. Really nice, big, opportunistic, timely play for this offense.
And because of the success that this quarterback has had early in this game running the football, if I'm the coordinator calling plays, I'm dialing up his number more. Design runs, and also telling them on the sidelines, hey, listen, remember, if it's not open, take off. Just go get it yourself. They don't have an answer for you right now, and this is a big key for us to win this game.
Midway point in the season, in games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. They'll try to pass it in on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Trojans! Quick strike through the air for the score. They'll try to tack one more on their score. They tack on the extra point, and they're down a touchdown, 35-28. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays, and they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. The Arkansas offense heads onto the field. That last score the defense allowed made it a 1-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. Now he'll let one fly down the left side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge game if he could have held on.
And I'd like to see the receivers do a better job fighting to get open on that scramble play. The quarterback's flushed out. He's working to his left. You now need to break the route off. You got to run with him. Someone's got to go down the boundary. Someone's got to come back to the quarterback and give him a place to go with the ball.
Keeping his eyes downfield. Timed that hit perfectly to keep him from making the grab. It'll be 3rd down.
And a lot of times when you see running backs catch the football, man, they've got a little bit of space to operate. That's great coverage. Being right there when he catches the...
Oh, there's always football on the bad pitch. They recover their own fumble. How in the world did the offense avoid that disaster?
Man, those are backbreakers. Defensively, you get so excited. You force the fumble, I'm going to get a turnover, and the offense falls off.
Gets the first one of the day out of there, and we saw a lot of him in that loss last week, 4 times to be exact. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Here comes the USC offense to get this drive underway. They fought their way back. A scoring drive, the stop, and now a chance to pull even on this drive late. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down.
And you've created some great momentum. Getting the stop, forcing the punt, now getting it back to your offense. Your offense starting to get in the groove. Late in the game, you need some big plays.
Just wonder how much panic there is right now on the defensive side of the football, too. Because of what you just said, David, they can feel and sense the momentum leaving them right now with the lead. So someone defensively better step up here soon and make a play.
Got his man on the right. He'll be dragged to the ground, but it'll be a first down.
And this is the kind of quarterback I want to build my offense around. I mean, guys that can scoot, extend plays. It makes the offensive line better, wide receivers better when you can do things like this and get complete.
Makes the catch and he's free. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
In search of that tying touchdown. They've moved the chains a couple of times. It's 1st and 10 again. Trying to run, it's Jordan. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Southern Cal. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And, man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again. And how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football, but here in the second half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a master class in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way, and you're right. In college football, we see momentum shifts all the time. All of the momentum, all of the good juju right now, clearly on their side.
And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. Tie game, 4th quarter, plenty of time to work with, exactly where you want to be in this one. Still looking. Bought a little time, lets it go. And it's intercepted. Oh, what a big play in a tie game. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. Great place to start for this offense.
Here we go. Ready, go.
Cuts it upfield. It's Jordan. Fighting off the defender.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. The give to the back. And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Pivotal moment, perhaps even a decisive play coming on 3rd and 3. Back to throw, it's Mayama. Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force him into a 4th down.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short in your in-field goal range. What do you do here?
And he got it! And now they regain the lead.
And I think I like the call, man. You got an opportunity to take the lead in the 4th quarter, go for the kick. He executes it perfectly. Defense, now it's your turn. We got the lead. We got to get a stop.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
You want to talk about changing field position. The huge play takes it down to the 37. That is a highly efficient way to move the chains, and now they are threatening inside the 40. Quick give. It's Russell. And he didn't have a whole lot of operating room after the juke. Not much room to run. Long way to go on second down. This time they'll throw it. Under pressure. What a job to lay out and make the catch. And that's where they'll mark him, but a very productive play, and they'll move the chains. The Trojans decide to use their first timeout. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. The Razorbacks have it with a 1st and 10. Looking for a crease to the left. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3. Going to the run, it's Russell. Got enough space. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. Now we're going to have a timeout taken by USC. It's their 2nd. And that got under their skin a little bit, having to use the TO after giving up the 1st down. Making the adjustment on the play. Keeps it himself. Stopped in his tracks, and they'll have to try it again. Wanting to stop the clock on defense, they use their 3rd and final timeout. They'll get together to decide how to play this 2nd down. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. Jackson gonna throw it. Touchdown Razorbacks! They've got the lead here in the 4th.
This is an offense that has so much confidence. They believe they're able to win the game when it matters the most. They've got the playmakers to do it. You saw it on that last touchdown. Now taking the lead with less than 2 minutes to go.
And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the 4th. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Snaps it. They'll throw to start the drive. Working that left side now. Oh, he's got some space. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. Starting this drive like that is exactly what they had hoped for. Now 1st and 10 from the 40. Fresh set of downs going up top. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Makes the grab.
It's a really nice job by the defense staying disciplined there. The quarterback's trying to get it out on the right side. As soon as he makes the catch, though, down he goes. Really good job with the tackle.
And after that last completion netted a big fat 0, they're looking at 2nd and 10. The snap sets up to throw. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
And this is a tough spot now to be in for this offense because it's 3rd and long. The defense knows you have to pass the football, so they're going to be playing conservative. So what's your play you can dial up? Maybe get half of this back. Like, I know the clock is ticking, but I got to make sure that I maybe cut this down and make it a more manageable 4th down if I don't complete this 3rd.
Caught, and he's got room. Great job in this 2-minute drill as he gets out of bounds, keeping the clock on their side as they're trying to pull it out. The offense getting set for a 1st down from the 45. Looking downfield, it's Mayava. Got his man. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st.
Man, this is such a hard situation. That clock is your enemy, and you've got to push the ball down the field. But you know the defense is dropping back, so you can take the underneath stuff and go to your 2nd and 3rd read some, but we've got to stay aggressive.
Oh, pressure's coming. He'll pull it down and run. And wisely gets out of bounds to stop the clock. They got the first down, now in plus territory and a chance to save themselves.
And how about the quarterback coming up big late in this ball game? You gotta have him. Nothing open, takes off, scrambles, does it himself, and makes the heads-up play to get out of bounds.
Fresh center downs going to the air. Throws to the wideout. And the laundry drops as the pass falls incomplete. Let's see who the penalty's on. They'll take the penalty and move them back. They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Nice run there, picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds.
I got to be honest. I know the defense respected this guy's running ability. I don't know, though, if they knew it was this good. He has been gashing them in this game with his legs, and already you're seeing the defense now make some adjustments to slow this guy down. They were able to get him to the ground. He's still got a couple yards, but this has got to continue for this defense. You know he is going to carry the ball.
Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on 3rd. Left side, it's Mosley. Runs it all the way down, almost to the 10. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 12.
Great job of spatial awareness and understanding the situation of the game, too. Down in a 2-minute situation with no timeouts, somehow, some way, you have got to get out of bounds. Really nice effort there by the receiver.
Looking to pass, it's Mayaba. Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off. Might as well finish with a little flair. The defense comes up with a turnover, and they can take a knee if they choose from here on out.
I just love the aggressive nature of this defense and understanding, hey, David, we need one play, and this game is over. One takeaway finishes it, and they get it with the pick.
Yeah, and you do these situations all the time, right? You got the lead, the passing situations, you're playing the pass, and they play it beautifully. Drop back, great vision, great on the football, and they said, forget this, I'm into this game right now.
A hostile environment can have a major impact on even the most composed, well-prepared